Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. My name's Hugh. I'm standing here on an absolutely gorgeous December morning at sunny Berthon Leamington Marina. This morning we're going to have a look at one of the greatest sports boats ever built. So this is the mighty Windy 39 Camira. This is an absolute stunner of a two-owner boat from new. She's run about 315 hours. She's running on a muscular pair of D6 400 horse engines from Volvo Penta. She's got joystick steering. She's got pretty much everything you could think of under the sun. Let's go and have a good look around her. So yes, today everybody, we are looking at what has been agreed to be one of the greatest hulls ever built. We're looking at a boat called Levanter. She is a 2014-2015 Windy 39 Camira. She was designed by a chap called Hans-Jürgen Johnson, who was responsible for all of the great Scandinavian windy hulls dating way back. As you can see, she's a really low, raked, sexy sports cruiser. We've got this long, lean nose leading up to her windlass up at the foredeck with loads of light coming in from aboard on deck. She was branded and launched in 2013 as the Windy 39 Camira, and she's actually been relaunched recently as the 40 Camira. Also available with a hard top, but this is the original and best. She was built in Sweden. She's a big, beamy, open sports boat with two great cabins, a really good sized shower and head on board, and as you can see, it's all about living in the outdoors. So let's go and jump on board. So we've got this really beamy, full beam bathing platform laid in teak on her, and it gives you this phenomenal two entrance system. So we've got a central garage, which has just got that branded Levanter piece on it. And then you've got hot and cold shower at the aft. For those brave enough, we have a bathing ladder underneath this teak pad. So that just folds out quite simply, gets neatly out of the way when not being used, and then you've got a really useful little grab handle to help yourself up on deck. That's the aft light and a little tie down for the aft cover. And you can see these two knurled grooves here, and there's a track that allows this backrest to slide right the way aft, so you've got an enormous seat or a sun pad. Both sides have 4 fender racks, so you can drop 4 fenders and lines in, keeps your cockpit really nice and clean, and she's also got a big fusion sound system. So it's a super sociable cockpit. We've got aft sun pad, central table, then we have 2 arched seats. As you can see, you've got entrance on both sides. It's a really super practical layout. Also allows the canopy system to be kept easily underneath these teak pads. So that's the other aft fender rack. And as you can see, these are located on runners. So the seats just get out of the way when you want them to. So you can have them as a large seat or 2 separate seats. It allows you to get really easy access down into your engine bay when required. So on the port side, we have a sink with hot and cold water, fridge neatly underneath here, mirror image on the starboard side, pair of cup holders there, and that's the system with heatlet, outlet, cockpit courtesy lights, and your canopy system. And then on the starboard side over here, there's a really neat hob, and just storage underneath in the 2 lockers. Fire extinguisher in this one also. So this is your access down into the engine bay. We'll have a look in there in a second. I'll just open it up for now. So that's straight down that ladder. So you've got an incredibly good, really easily maintained boat. So generator control is there. Your main electrics panel is kept on the starboard side. And then we've got really decent sized lazarette. So underneath here, running right the way out to the full port beam of the boat, you've got a locker. So that keeps everything really neat and tidy. So she's a completely practical boat and an exceptional offshore cruising hull. Port side we have a navigator's bench with a bolster seat, and the cockpit is trimmed in smoke grey sunbrella in extremely good nick, with a pair of seats on the starboard side for helm and co-pilot. So both again bolstered. Just to give you a quick look at the dash, those do show 310 and 312 hours. So we've got joystick, that's your main throttle controls, Axiom system, joystick here, autopilot, GS165 with remote pad. This is engine start, just keeping that straight. Then we've got VHF down at your knee, Fusion sound system which links into outside speakers, and then a GS125. So access forward, straight over here, through the central screen, really safe and really easy, very simple. So down into the main accommodation, it's kept very chic. So white painted out bulkheads with a marsh oak floor. Interior is lit by these LED strips which are dimmable. And we've got floor lighting also. Beautiful Alpi wood with a microwave in the left hand one and more storage in the aft one. It's an isotherm fridge down here with a freezer compartment, and then we've got just low level lighting throughout. And this is your Eberspacher heater. So she's got a 5 outlet system just to keep you warm, and these are the dimmers for lights and on off switches. So everything in turn, this is a large heads shower, so one on this boat. So you've got light coming through from above, really nice windy logo just let into the floor, then holding tank controls, mirror, and again a really good storage locker with a nice sink in there. Everything beautifully crisply finished. We'll head through into the main cabin, which is up in the bows of this boat. It's a large centerline double berth, again LED strip lighting overhead. Got a really nice vanity unit to the port side, plenty of drawers, lockers, and then you've got a fold down dressing table with mirror also. So eye level lockers, there's really nice slashed windows in the side of the boat. They let plenty of light in, and then you've got a good size locker on the starboard side too. So we have one further cabin on this boat. It's access through here. We've got a double berth, really good length, nice opening port light, good size hanging locker, again LED strip lighting, and the boat is in absolutely tip top condition. It's a pair of reading lights there. That's the accommodation. So we've known this boat from the egg. She's in her second ownership from new. She's always been kept and maintained here at Berthon, and we've done all of the recent servicing. She was fully serviced earlier in 2023. And this is what you get with a really well serviced boat. So 310 and 312 hours showing on these. It's a pair of D6 400s. They'll propeller to a 42 knot top speed. Just looking around, you have isolators for batteries underneath here. That's your demister system. Enormous engine bearers, but look at the state of these engines. They are incredibly clean. So there you are. If you're after a 42 knot powerboat with 4 extremely good berths down below, award-winning looks, award-winning build, then please do go for this one. Her name is Levanter. She's on the market now. Many thanks for listening.